What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to more Age of Empires 2, the Conquerors expansion. We are in the Battle of the Conquerors campaigns, going into Kyoto. This is a fairly tricky level, but there are some interesting tactics, as usual, to beating this one, so I'm going to show you guys some of those today.
The ships slide through a mirror-flat ocean, stained red with spring seaweed. Columns of rock, improbably draped with pine trees, tower out of the mist. The men on the ships watch silently as the samurai prowl the deck above. They will make land near Kyoto, and their lord, Hideyoshi, will lead the siege of the city of 10,000 shrines. Within Kyoto, revolutionaries hold prisoner Lord Nobunaga, the man who would unify Japan. The islands of Japan remain a patchwork of bickering samurai warlords who still settle conflicts with ritualized duels. Nobunaga seeks to forge a single Japan, dragging the provincial samurai into the modern era. Like his master Nobunaga, Hideyoshi wins his battles by volleys of muskets, fully exploiting the firearms recently introduced by Portuguese sailors. Hideyoshi intends no bargaining. He will demand once for Nobunaga's release, and then storm the city.
Alright. I actually quite enjoy this level. There's a lot of different approaches to it. So, your lord, Nobunaga, is trapped in Kyoto. You must rescue him to restore his honor.
Lord Nobunaga is in Kyoto. We must rescue him to restore his honor.
Yeah, it's kind of what I just read. Hello, Nobunaga. Except Nobunaga's not going to be there for much longer. Unfortunately. Attack! Run around! Screw you guys! Save Nobunaga! Ho-ho! And we're screwed. Halo's worth a try.
Rebels in Kyoto have executed Lord Nobunaga. They will pay for this offense with their lives.
Balls.
Leave no castle standing.
Alright. So you have to destroy all 3 of Kyoto's castles to punish them for the murder of Lord Nobunaga.
Prepare to disembark on enemy shores.
So you have to establish a base, first of all. Alright. So we're going to want to move pretty quickly because the enemy can actually get a relic win in this game, and after a while they will start to do that.
We will send in saboteurs to open that wall.
So I'm going to set these guys on no attack stance, and we need to wait for the saboteurs. Awesome. And now, in order to get through this with the least amount of damage, I'm going to go ahead and fire at one of the villagers. Well, it didn't quite work as planned. Okay, here he comes. And this villager is going to run back towards the town center, and when he does, we can breach the gate. Gotta love tricking the NPCs. And all you gotta do is run up to the town center.
Capture the enemy town center.
So now let's start spawning up some villagers. We're going to go over here and mine. But first of all, I'm going to get rid of some of this wall section so we can actually get to the stone and not be blocked off. The stone is going to be very important. We're actually going to migrate our base to a different location here soon. That's the location that I prefer to do this level from. So we can actually go for a relic win in this game as opposed to destroying all of the castles. Let's run a couple of knights up here because I do believe we are going to get some cannon galleons. Or not cannon galleons, the cannon guys. Where are my cannon guys? I know they're here somewhere. So just keep popping out villagers. Popping out bibs. Let's check over here. But we're going to want to mine up as much of that stone as we can. There's plenty of resources on the map, so we shouldn't have to be concerned about our resources in this level. There we go.
Captured enemy bombards.
These are the guys I was looking for. Awesome. We're going to bring these guys down here, and we're going to build ourselves a dock. If we can. Come on. Give me a dock. There we go. Let's get a few of these guys. Well, let's keep mining up the stone. That's our #1 priority right now. So we're gonna need all that stone. Come on, cannons. I know you guys can do it. I know you're not stuck. We're gonna bring these guys right down here. As well as our foot soldiers. And just for safekeeping, we'll go ahead and finish off this wall here. I don't think it's really gonna matter. Whoever thought it was a good idea to build this wall, I really don't know. Oh, we need houses. Just gonna build a couple of houses. Not gonna produce any more villagers just yet. There we go. Now we're going to get a couple of transport ships. We need to continue to mine though, because we're going to need to build a castle. We already start out in the Imperial Age, so we already have some nice research going. And that'll help us out. Dropping off the resources. Get to mining! Alright, so we're going to load up a couple of these in one boat and a couple of them in the other boat, just in case we happen to lose a boat. And I've got a funny little trick for taking down one of the castles that I'm going to show you guys, that I found online. It is quite effective. We're going to need more than this. A couple more transport ships now. Actually, probably only need one more. Alright, so our stone production is going quite well. We'll leave a couple villagers behind in order to mine up some of the resources on this side of the map. But we want to take most of them with us. I'll probably just actually produce more villagers over here. Mine up those resources for me. So I want to take all these with me. Go ahead and drop off whatever stone they may have, so we don't waste any. These guys are going to come down here and load up into one of our transports. We're going to send one of our transports around here to do some dirty work for us. We'll send him with fire ships. We'll send him with both. And they're getting stuck once again. Spread out a little bit so we can see the map. Move along. Put these guys up with a separate number. We're just gonna sail right up the coast here. It's a pretty interesting map design for this level. If I ever obtain spies, I'll show it to you guys. I'm just gonna keep going right up the coast. Followed by our other transports. We'll deal with the other two transports in just a moment. But first, I want to drop one of these castles. I'll show you how to do it. Alright, so we're approaching the snowy area, and that's where we want to be. There should be spot right there. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea, but we can put one of our cannons right here and nobody's gonna be able to get to him. And you just sit there and fire away until you drop the first castle. And some guys may show up, but they're not gonna be able to get to you, so it shouldn't really be an issue. I've got a spare one just in case. In fact, to speed things along, I'll go ahead and drop the second one. Whoa, nope, never mind. Oh, we lost it. Yeah, you don't want to do that. I'd never actually tried that before. I didn't know it was going to fail. So I lost a cannon, no big deal. Close. Whoop. Back off. Alright, and the castle is about to go down, and we can focus our attention elsewhere. Looking for one of the other groups. I believe it's Hyogo. They have a little camp down here somewhere. Alright, so there goes the castle. Easy enough. We're going to want to sail right down here. Alright, starting to see some Hyogo guys. So these guys on no attack stance. So we're going to want to touch down right over here. figure out which one had our villagers. Alright, so here is the enemy town. Grab these guys. We're going to throw down a castle right about here. Oh boy. Yeah, that's not good. You don't want that. So you're going to want to drop this guy and hope that the villagers can finish this before we die. And you're going to want to watch out for some of these archers. Just keep them off your villagers. This is all we got to work with. Once that castle's up, you're going to garrison everyone inside the castle very quickly. Alright. Everybody go inside. Now we're just going to retreat the rest of these boats, spare the rest of our troops, and let the castle do the dirty work. And that castle should pretty much eliminate these guys for us. And that will clear us up on a good path to getting a relic win. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop off our cannon guys. We'll start taking out some of the key buildings. Castle will keep the enemies off our back. We're going to send these guys in to eliminate some of the lumberjacks and such. Awesome. Down they go. Right, so let's grab our villagers. Replace this town center with our own. Let's make sure we take out their archery stuff. Finish off their villagers. Quite well. Finish off these guys. Whoa! Hey there. You see the castle. Oh! So we need to get rid of this castle. Oh man, they've already got all the relics. Wow, that was quick. Okay, so we're gonna have to speed this along a little bit. Let's go ahead and get this monastery up. Let's actually build 2 monasteries so we can churn out some monks quicker. We start churning out some villagers as well. Right. That was effective. Super effective. Now, we need to load up our villagers here. We need to start producing some monks. And we don't have enough gold. Great. We're gonna need one of these. Set them on stand ground, so they'll attack whatever's in the area. Not sure what sort of gold stashes we're working with. I know there's one over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some guys on that.
This village would be causing us no more.
There we go. Awesome. So those guys have resigned. We're just gonna have to sell off some other resources in order to get some gold for monks. We're gonna need these cannon guys, so let's set them back on no attack stance. Leave a couple of villagers behind. So I definitely need to start gathering some resources. But I'm thinking it should be okay. So we get as many monks as we can. And I want to make sure I have plenty of villagers for this task. And once we have these relics in hand, everything will be much easier. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a save. Alright, let's move out. Start spawning as many villagers as I can. And over on this island, we really shouldn't get attacked. These guys are probably going to get attacked, though. Ah, crap. I should have brought my knights. Yeah, let's bring these knights and these guys. We might need them for a distraction. Alright, we got 230 years left. Doing alright. Load all these guys up. Come on. You can do it. There we go. And we're just gonna sail up the coast. So I believe, yeah, here it is. That's where we're trying to get to. We've got to destroy that, and we've got to take the relics for our own. That shouldn't be too terribly hard to do. This wasn't quite where I was thinking. But it should work nonetheless. Alright, why are we stuck? Awesome. Okay. Send this guy off, do a little scouting for me. I'm trying to get these guys killed. Maybe I should have dropped them off a little farther up the coast. These guys are a bit higher up there than I remember. But shouldn't be an issue. Here we go. This is where I meant to drop them off, up in this area. Alright, so we're gonna send all these guys up here. Our monks in the back. And we're gonna drop one of these little sections of the wall. And hopefully we won't get attacked. Come on, cannons. Just gonna want to drop this little section of the wall. Looks like one of the monks is gonna try to get us. comes out here, I have to take him. Alright, so it looks like he's stuck. So we're gonna bring in our guys. And we're gonna plop down a castle right about here. That's gonna help us out. Ooh, get him, get him, get him. The enemies aren't incredibly aggressive for some reason. They kind of just stand around most of the time. Alright, so we just need to lay off attacking very much until we get this castle up. And then we can take the relics for our own. Let's bring our monks in. Got one spare monk just in case. Right. That was pretty awesome. This is a covert operation, people. We gotta get in and get out quick. Hopefully that tower's not gonna mess with me. Get out of there, monk. You can use the monks to heal each other if need be. Alright. We have all the relics for ourselves now, and now we can win the level using the relics. So let's run these guys out here and load everybody back up on the transport. Loading up. That castle's not exactly useful to me now. It was more of just a cautionary thing. Sometimes they will send troops after you. Right. So now we're just gonna head back to our base. We got some good food production, so we'll go ahead and pump out some more villagers. But I guess we're not really going to need it. Rush them down here. We're gonna drop them off. And the relics will be ours. At this point in the game, I'm going to speed things up. Awesome. So now we just have to wait 300 years. And then we will win the scenario without having to destroy any of the other castles. Guys, get to doing stuff. Alright, so at this point the level really just becomes a waiting game. Sometimes Kyoto will attack from the sea, but they will actually always go after this base up here. And as you can see, we really don't have much at this base. Our base was relocated to here, which they typically won't attack you here. So that's a nice convenience. Kind of reallocating my guys, getting the town going just in case. but I don't think anything is going to go wrong at this point. Alright, so I think I'm going to cut ahead since it really just turns into a waiting game to finish this level, and I will cut back in right towards the end or when something interesting happens. Alright guys, we're at almost 250 years, and as you can see, we are now being hit really heavily by Kyoto down here at our other base, but it doesn't really matter because we have nothing here. All of our relics are safely tucked away up here. So I'm going to cut ahead once again until something interesting happens. Alright guys, we're at 150 years. I went ahead and bought spies by selling off all my other resources and heavily mining this gold patch over here. Also another stone patch here in case you wanted to know or needed to use it. I just want to show you guys the map. It's a pretty big, expansive map. There's more gold out this way, a big patch of stone right here, and another big patch of stone right here. And yeah, these guys are pretty pissed that I took their relics, so they're just kind of tearing me apart. But they're too dumb, and as you can tell from the Lepanto level that we did, they're all just kind of firing at my walls because they're dumbasses. And anyway, I just wanted to show you guys the main camp. They've got a huge expanse here, but there's really not much going on. It's mostly just things that are spread out a lot. So yeah, they don't really have a lot of units, as you can see. And my castle is still standing. Nobody's bothered to even attack it. Alright, so going to cut ahead again to the end of the level. See you then. Ho ho, they finally decided to attack my castle. Took them long enough. Of course, they don't really have very much, so I don't think they're going to stand a chance, but we've only got 60 years to go. They do have a trebuchet, so that's probably going to drop my castle before we win, but who really cares? Goodbye, castle. It was nice knowing you. You did your job very well. Salute! Comes the siege ram. Not really sure what triggers these guys and why they took so long to actually come up here and try to attack me. But that's just kind of how it goes sometimes, I guess, with the AI. Anyway, we've got 44 years left to go. Mining up a storm here just for the hell of it. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this level. It's a pretty interesting one with a very interesting map and multiple ways to win. But after this level, we've only got one more to go. One more Age of Empires level. So we got 30 years left. Thought I would go ahead and just start the video right here. Didn't even mess with this castle. It's right next to my base. Didn't realize it was there. Guys are still mining away. Monks are just standing around reading. Her-da-dur. Gather all the stone. Alright, 13 years to go. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and suddenly there was a famine and everyone died. Oh my god, everyone is dying! Oh my god! Alright.
Kyoto paid dearly for Nobunaga's death, and in the end, Hideyoshi was able to accomplish what his mentor could not. By 1590, Japan was a unified country. Great though it was, this accomplishment did not satisfy Hideyoshi, who then set about on an ambitious plan to conquer China and Korea. Japan was not free of conflict, as civil wars continued to rise and fall for many years. However, the Ieyasu family, former allies of Hideyoshi, continued to rule Japan as shogun until the 19th century.
Alright guys, so there's our final statistics. I'm assuming killing off some of my villagers at the last minute changed some things around. But anyway, we've only got one more level left. It's the Noryang Point. So I will see you then.